Okay, welcome to the section on getting buy-in from decision makers. Now this section is going to be short and sweet because we've talked a lot about this stuff in previous sections, and it's pretty straightforward. First way to get buy-in from decision makers is identify and feed your internal champion. Remember, an internal champion is the person who your offering resonates with the most and often somebody who you have the best relationship with. One of your jobs, once you've identified the champion, is basically to arm them with as much beneficial information as possible that builds a case for the relationship. So you constantly want to be sending them things like case studies, feature releases, competitor launches, all information that they can take back to the different parties that are involved in a deal internally on their end and basically build a stronger case for why you should work together. Another thing that you should be doing with your internal champion is identifying where the bottlenecks are in the relationship. So they have an inside view on what's going on and what might be holding something up from getting it done. You want to use this person to understand what's holding the deal up and then take the necessary steps and give them the necessary things to basically disarm these bottlenecks. Another thing you can do to get buy-in from decision makers, and probably the best thing you can do, is provide verifiable results to de-risk the relationship. Now, let's talk about some very important things you can do to basically de-risk the relationship in a low barrier way. Because again, you want to make it as easy as possible for this person to realize the value so that they know that working with you is a good idea. Number one, give them a case study of a partner's previous success. And you want to make sure that you're developing these case studies early on and even giving away and bending over for partners to create them just so that you can use these to prove to future partners that you can replicate the results and get them results that they want. Number two, do a pilot. So do a small test of a particular relationship to prove to them that there actually is going to be an ROI of you working together. And again, when possible, use a handshake agreement. You don't want to go into an arduous legal process that prevents you from quickly determining whether there's a high ROI on a relationship. Lastly, give them a guarantee. Give them something that makes them feel better if something goes wrong. So you could say something like, if we don't accomplish this particular result on this date, we're going to give you this extra benefit, which often is, a lump sum of money. So these are all ways to get buy-in from decision makers. Verifiable results and proof that you can replicate them for them are the absolute best thing that you can give, but you can fall back on things like a guarantee that gives them just an increased confidence about your ability to ultimately give them the type of results that they want.